Well, good morning, YouTubers, and I've got a few days off, and it's been horrendous rain up until today, so this is my first day I've had a chance to get out on the bike. So stay there. We're just going to have a little pootle round today before the rain comes in. And I'm also going to take the opportunity to answer Suffolk Andy's daughter's, Amy's, questions as soon as I can remember what they are. And the first question from Suffolk Andy was, if you could go back in time, who would you like to meet and talk to? Well, my dad died when I was 6, and although I have memories of him, I'd like to go back and have a man-to-man talk with him of today, and speak to him and have a chat. Now, I thought this went down to the church, and it doesn't, so I shall turn around and go back. In true Suffolk Andy keeping, obviously wanted to go and do responses from outside a local country church, but I don't actually know where it is. I knew it was one of these lanes off here. So yes, I'd like to go back and talk to my dad, discuss with him some of the questions I never have a chance to, but that's a bit of a cop-out. That's what a lovely little oasis. And this church is still in use. If I had the choice of any sort of bike, what would it be? Right, let's think about that one as I ride on, and I'll answer it as I go. So the next two questions oh, I'm getting old. What sort of bike would I like? Well, unfortunately I'm pretty limited due to the injury in my back when I was young playing rugby. Oh, don't like this. This is about the only thing I can ride at the moment, is Piaggio MP3 500 LTI Sport. As you saw when we were walking back to the bike, it's got the weird three-wheel contraption at the front. Sorry, two front wheel, a three-wheeler. And what that does mean is it allows me to stop and to take the weight of the bike off my leg and back, which is quite useful. So at the moment I'm restricted to riding one of these, which is quite nice. It is 500cc, about 493 I think it is, which allows me to keep up with most traffic. It doesn't hold me up too much. So, church number 2, to go with those, question number 2 and question number 3. Who's your most famous motorcycle rider? Now I'm torn between two different answers for this one. As Woman Wolf rider, Mike Hale was always a fan of mine from when I was younger. But saying that, I grew up and started riding in the 70s, so we're looking at the time of Barry Sheen. So yes, I'm fond of him and so forth. And then on top of that, you've got so we have Mike Hailwood and Barry Sheen as two of my favourite riders. But then of course you have to throw into the mix growing up in Luton in the 1970s, 60s and 70s. And of course you've got Phil Reed, who I did actually get to see when he was arriving at the palace to receive his MBE or OBE. So that was 1979, would that have been? Yeah, it would have been 1979. And it was very special as he turned up riding a Quasar. If you don't know what that is, you newer bikers, then do a Google search on it. Question number 4. I can't remember what that is. Cannot for the life of me what question 4 is. Question 5. was, what's the worst job you've ever had? I've had a few jobs throughout my time, and the two worst ones was number one, being a pub landlord. It's not all it's cracked up to be. It's long hours, hard work, and left me in a lot of debt. The pub that we took on did not make money. In fact, it was a money pit rather than anything else. And you've got the bit where you've got to be nice to the punters, no matter how obnoxious they are to you. And you basically oh, most terrible. Yeah, no matter how obnoxious, you've always got to have that smile on your face, even if you're not feeling the most full of beans yourself. You've got to be the life and soul of the party. And the pub we went into was losing money hand over fist, as I say, and we were basically lied to by the previous landlady and the brewery and or the agent. Unfortunately, able to get out of it very quickly, but a lot of strain on our life and relationships. Question number 4. I've just had a quick look at it. If you had one last ride you could do, where and what would it be? Now, this is actually a dream of mine. I'd love to do it in a up until this point I'd always considered doing it in a RV, big American recreational camper vehicle, but thinking about it, doing it on a motorbike and staying in hotels would be quite enjoyable too. And that would be travelling through New England, going through New England in the fall, in the autumn time. So seeing all the trees and such like. Would really appeal to me.